Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, friends. I welcome all of you in KGK Online Education, and today I am here to teach you the English subject of 12th standard of both Science and Commerce stream. We are doing the 4th chapter of our book, Flamingo, and the name of the lesson is The Red Trap. The writer of this lesson is Selma Lagerlof, and she has tried to give a beautiful message to all our human beings, and the message is that the love and understanding can change any type of person. Whoever is walking on wrong path, if we offer our pure love to the person, in that case his heart can be changed. Even the big criminals turn into good human beings due to love and understanding. The name of the chapter is The Rat Trap. The rat trap, you might have seen, one kind of trap for the rat. You might have seen a rat trap in the house. Whenever the mice increase in the house, we set up a rat trap in our house to catch the rat. It is either wooden or the wires can be used to make rat trap. At the center of the rat trap, either a braid or a piece of chapati is hung, and when the mouse enters into the trap and tries to pull chapati or bread, well, the door automatically it gets closed and the rat is trapped in that box. The writer has tried to convince the reader that this whole world is a rat trap for all of us. We are trapped by our desires, our want. We are running behind, the material things. And because of that, we are trapped here. In this beautiful chapter, the writer has described a story of a rat trap maker. The rat trap maker is very poor man. He wears very dirty clothes. He has got long beard, long hairs. From his appearance only, it becomes very clear that he is absolute poor. And he does not have got his house of his own. He moves from one place to another. He gets the wire from the west and then makes the cage, makes the trap. He lives a life of vagabond. It means for a certain period of time he remains at one place and then after he leaves the place and moves to another. Once the rat trap maker has made many rat traps. He hung all the rat trap around his body and starts moving from one place to another and tries to sell the rat trap. This is the source of his bread and butter. This way only, by selling the rat trap, he earns his livelihood. He tries his level best for the whole day, but unfortunately, he was unable to sell even a single piece of rat trap. He was living in Sweden, and it was winter season going on. It was December, 24th December. It was 23rd December. The evening approaches, so as the cold increases, and he realizes that he has to get a shelter. Either he will not be able to survive. He was moving here and there on the road to get a shelter for the night. Suddenly, he saw a hut, he saw a house beside the road, beside the highway. With expectation of mercy of that person, he arrives at the door and knocks the door. It was evening time. One old man who was living alone in that house opens the door. The rat trap maker requests him, "Sir, allow me to stay here for the night. Tomorrow morning I'll leave. It is too much cold outside and may be quite dangerous for me." The old man was living alone in his house, so he thinks that okay, for one night he'll get some company. So he allows him to enter the house, and finally the rat trap maker gets the shelter. At night, both of them, they start talking. The old man was very kind man. He makes some food also. He offers him porridge. The old man eats it. Then after he offers him tobacco also. And both of them, they start talking. Then after they decide to play a card game, and the name of that game was Mollis. Mollis is a card game in Sweden. While both of them were playing at night, they started asking each other about their personal lives. The old man informs rat trap maker that when he was young, he used to work in a big iron mill, and the name of that company was Ramso Iron Work. The salary was good in those days, and when he grew old, he decided to retire. Now the rat trap maker asked him, "Well, then how do you earn your bread and butter if you are a retired man?" He says, "Well, for that, I have purchased a cow, I milk the cow, and then after I sell the milk in the market, and that is a source of income for me." The rat trap maker expresses a doubt that your income might be very low. The old man informs him that no, not actually. He earns a good money. He goes close to the window. There was a bag hung. He brings the bag, opens it, and brings out 3 notes of 10 kronor each. He says that, "Well, yesterday only I have earned 30 kronor. Kronor is a currency in Sweden. I have earned 30 kronors." He wanted to prove that his income is quite good by selling the milk. They continued to talk till late night, and then after the old man says, "Well, early in the morning I have to get up and I have to milk the cow and to sell the milk to my customers. So let us go for sleeping." Early in the morning, both of them, they woke up, and the milkman milked the cow and was about to go out to sell the milk in the market. The rat trap maker also gathers all his rat traps, and he also leaves the house, and then after the old man leaves the house, locks the door, and then goes out for selling the milk. The rat trap maker was very wise. He didn't move away very far, and when he was sure that the old man has gone far enough, he comes back at his home, breaks the window, and just takes the bag and takes out 30 kronor. He steals the money from the bag of whom? The old man. He was a thief also, you can say. Now this is very bad. The man who gave you the shelter, the man who gave you the food, and you are stealing the money of that kind man, honest man. Okay, but he stole the money and started moving. He was walking very fastly. He wanted to go away from that place as soon as possible. He was walking on the road, and he was thinking also, and he thought that if the old man returns, he will definitely come to know about the theft at home, and then he will start searching for me. If I'll continue to walk on the road, in that case, he will catch me, he will see me. So he decides that I should go into the forest, I should walk into the forest, and there the old man will not come. After thinking this, he enters into the forest and starts walking in the forest. Now he was very sure that the old man will not chase him there. He was feeling very safe there. He continues to walk for many hours, but was unable to get out of the forest. He continues to move, he walks and walks. And after walking for certain hours, he comes back at the same point from where he entered in the forest. And at that time he realizes that he was trapped in the forest. The forest was just like a rat trap for him. It was evening time. He had not eaten anything. He had no water to drink. He was thirsty. He was hungry. He started feeling weak. He started feeling tired. So he sits at one place and he realizes that if I don't get out of this forest, well, that will be the last night on this planet. He was very sure about his approaching death. So again, he gathers his courage and starts walking into the forest. Well, darkness had already started spreading. He was fortunate that after moving for some minutes, well, he heard the hammering sound of the metal. He realizes that somebody is there around this place. He starts walking fastly into the direction from where the sound was coming. And fortunately for him, he saw a factory there, and the factory was Ramso Iron Works. The electric bulbs were on. He went into the courtyard of the factory. The supervisor was working with the labor and was giving the instruction, but he was not interested in listening to the talk. He went close to the furnace and started getting the heat actually. It was too cold. The supervisor saw him. The beggar-like man has come here and he is seated beside the furnace. So he thought that the man may stay here for some time and then after he'll leave the place. He continued his work. He was hammering the iron there only. And after some moments, actually the owner of the Ramso Iron Work, he appears there. He asked some question to the supervisor about how much work is done. And then he saw a beggar-like man seated there nearby the furnace. He started looking at the man with full concentration, and he felt that perhaps he knows that man. He goes close to the man and little darkness was there, and in that little darkness he thought that he is familiar with that man, and he thought that perhaps he was the man with whom he has worked when he was young. He was working in the army. He thought that he was the captain, and he went the owner of the Ramso Iron Work. He went close to the red trap maker and he addresses him as Niels Olof, as it was the name of the captain when he was there in the army. Hey captain, you are here, but what is your condition? Look at you. How much you are changed. Long beard, long ears. Not good actually. And he says that, well, today is 24th of December. Tomorrow there is Christmas. So I can't allow you to stay here. Let us go to my house. I'll give you some food also and you'll feel comfortable there, and tomorrow Christmas Day is there. So we'll have celebration there. But red trap maker refuses to go along with the iron master. He thinks that, this man thinks that I am a captain, but actually I am not. When he'll take me to his home, he'll identify me and then he'll throw me out of his home. And because of this fear, he doesn't go with that person. The iron master tries his level best to take the red trap maker to his home, but he continuously refuses. So finally, he gives up and goes back to his home. Actually, he was living with his daughter, and the name of his daughter was Adla Wilmanson. He informs Adla that, Adla, a strange thing has happened today and I saw my captain and Adla says, why didn't you ask him to come to us and to join us in the celebration of Christmas? The iron master informs her that I tried my level best, but he continuously refused. Listening to this, Adla asked her husband to give her permission to go there and to bring that man. And finally, Adla goes there in the factory and just approached the man and requested him so politely, so lovingly, that the old man, the red trap maker, couldn't refuse. And finally, well, both of them came back to the house. It was just like a palace, Good food was given to him, good clothes were given to him. And finally, he was feeling happy and safe there in the house of Mr. Wilmanson, the iron master. The very next day, early in the morning, the father and the daughter, they woke up and started getting ready to go to church. The man, early in the morning, when he went in front of the iron master recognized him that he is not the captain. He goes to his daughter and says that, Adla, it was my mistake. I saw this man early in the morning today and he is certainly not my captain. So let us ask him to leave our home. Adla refuses this and says that, Dad, he is not coming to our house. In fact, we forced him to come here and he is our guest right now. So how can we ask him to leave? This is not good, right? So finally, both of them, the father and daughter, they decide to go to church, and finally they went to church. After the prayer, people wished each other Merry Christmas, and they started talking about different things. Suddenly one man came there and informed others, those who were present in the church, that last night the very beggar-like man robbed one old man and he stole 30 kronor from the house of that man. The man, in fact, he gave him the shelter, offered him the food, and in spite of that, theft was done by that man. Listening to this, Adla and her father, they both were surprised and they realized that this man is definitely talking about the poor man who stayed in their house, and they realized that the man was a thief. So father was angry with Adla and said, well, early in the morning I wanted him to send him back, and right now, he is alone at home and he might have performed theft in our house even. So both of them, they returned back at home. On the gate, they asked the servant that the stranger who was there, who stayed in their house at night, where he was. Listening to this, the servant replied that, Sir, when you left for church early in the morning, after some time, even he left the home, but he has given a packet to you. Well, actually, that was a Christmas gift given by the old man to whom Adla Wilmanson. When she opens the box now, there was a red trap and a letter. The letter was written by the old man to Adla Wilmanson. And I read out the letter. It shows that the love of Adla Wilmanson, the good treat that she gave him, the honor that she gave him, the respect that she gave him, because of that, the heart was melted and it was changed. Let us see what is written in the letter. Honored and noble miss, since you have been so nice to me all day along, as if I was a captain, I wanted to be nice to you. In return, as if I was a real captain, for I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. But you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside, who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for poor wanderers. This shows clearly that the old man was completely changed because of the love and respect given by Adla Wilmanson to him, and he was feeling guilty for his act of theft. He gave 30 kronors to Adla Wilmanson and requested her to hand over the money to the poor man. And he was very thankful to Adla Wilmanson. This way, it becomes very clear for all of us that if you give love and respect to a criminal even he changes. So this is the lesson number 4, the red thread. I hope you all have understood this, and please go through with the question and answer which are given in the textbook, and I'm very sure that you will get the answer of these questions. If any doubt is there, if any query is there, in that case you can contact me. Thank you very much.